Welcome to another episode of the Metal Queens podcast. I'm Steve Richards. This is the show where we powerful voices, fearless creativity, and the women shaping the future of heavy music take center stage. Today's guest is a vocalist, creative director, educator, media entrepreneur, and a powerhouse presence in modern metal. Silvia, frontwoman of Germany's explosive band Alveole, known for blending
Thank
vulnerable
you.
melodies and fierce energy, groovy guitars, atmospheric synths, and genre-bending metalcore intensity. Beyond the stage, Silvia brings a strong visual identity to the band, runs her own media agency, teaches media design at university level, and connects with over 27,000 followers through content celebrating metal lifestyle, fashion, and alternative culture. She's also collaborated internationally as a guest vocalist, including work with Sweden's Dead by April. New singles are being released. The upcoming album is called Us Reborn. I'm happy to have Silvia join me here on the Metal Queens podcast. Welcome.
Steve, thank you so much for having me and thank you for these nice words that you just said. That was a lot, but yeah, there is a lot to say about me, so thank you so
Yes,
much.
you do a lot. Yeah, and Silvia's
I do a
joining us
lot.
from Nuremberg in Germany, of course. So take us back to the beginning, Silvia. What pulled you from graphic design into music and ultimately into becoming a metal vocalist?
Oh, yeah, well, um, I've always been very creative as a person. Like creativity is my engine that drives me through my life. And in my youth, I already sang a little bit, and I played drums. I had drum lessons in my youth, but I also did a lot of like artistic work. I was really focused on drawing, paintings or drawings, stuff like that. So I had to make a decision after I had finished school. What do I wanna prioritize? So in my 20s, I at first I put my focus on the graphic design and on the drawing and the art stuff. And I studied graphic design and finished my studies in 2012 here in Nuremberg as a graduated graphic designer. And I always, well, also during my studies, I always was interested in music and I wanted to continue doing that. But unfortunately, you cannot do everything at once.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so after I had finished my studies, I started working as a graphic designer. Then I still had a little bit more leisure time that I could spend on exploring music again. So getting back to exploring music. And then I started to, yeah, to just jam out with musicians, which who were my nowadays husband and some friends, and that exactly was also how my band Alveole started.
Sylvia, was there one moment or an artist or an album that really got you into metal? Like when you heard it, I want to do that.
Yeah, well, there were definitely artists that got me into metal when I was younger. For example, the reason why I started to play drums when I was 14, it was Slipknot, the
Mm.
band Slipknot with Joey Jordison. And I immediately told my drum teacher, I want to do double bass patterns.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that was a huge inspiration for me why I started to make music. Yeah, to make music, I think. Yeah.
This band, Alveole, mixes heavy grooves, melodic moments, synths, modern metalcore elements. How would you describe this band's sonic identity in your own words?
More the sound or the full identity?
The sound and identity.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think we are quite a unique mix. Talking about the sound, we are a quite unique mix between, I think, more rock elements, a little bit metal elements, but we also like to put in some more metalcore inspiration coming from metalcore bands. And yeah, and this again is a mix with my female vocals. I think my screaming, my harsh vocals, they are kind of typical for metal stuff or metalcore, hardcore stuff. But I also sing the clean parts with my clean singing voice, and I think my clean singing voice again connects a little bit more with the rock elements, a little bit more kind of rockish. So this I think is a quite unique mix with a unique sound, and also the identity of the band. Well, we like to play around with also visual things that are a little bit more non-typical for metal. From time to time, we like to put some typical metal things also in our visual appearance, but we also love to, for example, add futuristic elements when we create videos or lights that are a little bit more colorful and clothing. I wear rave inspired clothing for the band in the past. So yeah, so when I do the visual concept for the band, we like to also to mix. Yeah, always depending on the songs that we're representing. Each song has a little bit their own like spirit, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about, you obviously have a graphic design background, you handle the visual branding and the creative direction too. How important is imagery in shaping the band's world?
Well, for me personally, of course, it is very important because I can't. For me, when I hear something, I also always immediately have in mind a visual representation of the sound and of the topic of the song and of the lyrics, and so I couldn't imagine doing the band without these two elements. This is very important for me. Also, in my case, it's always connected with how do I represent myself within the specific songs as a front woman of the band. What kind of clothes and am I wearing? How do I bring to life the lyrics of the songs? So yeah, it's always for me. It's always a connection between the visual and the acoustic appearance.
Sylvia, you've played festivals. You won the preliminary round for the female metal event in the Netherlands. That was a big moment for you. And what did that recognition mean for the band?
Well, yeah, well, and at that point I have to be like really personal, talking about my personal emotions. So I'm a person, I'm always very much on fire with what I'm doing. Like
Hmm.
I'm very passionate about everything that I'm doing artistically, but I don't focus too much on do people like it or what do they think about it? Is it already looking and sounding professional? I sometimes have problems to see how do others really experience it. And I also everything happens a lot inside of my head. So when I get the feedback, like won the preliminary shows for the female metal event, where we won also the audience voting and the jury. I was very surprised at that point. I was extremely positively surprised because you spend so much time alone in your room together with the guys shaping the music and whatever. And when you then when you get such a feedback, such a positive feedback, you are surprised in a very positive way. So yeah, of course it means a lot because you put so much work into it, and in the end, such kind of feedback, it is very limited because you spend more time in the inner circle than with really experiencing what is the outer circle thinking about what you do. Yeah. Mm.
Your content blends music with fashion, tattoos, alternative culture. What inspires that lifestyle focused approach?
Um, well, I think the approach is for me that I cannot isolate any part of my whole personality and just represent this little fragment of my personality to the people because I am I am a person that I have so many different things that inspire me and that I'm also passionate about. So I on the social channels I wanna include my audience in my whole creative process, also in what inspires me, and I want to showcase my whole personality, not just my technique of a singer or not just fashion. So for me it all sticks together in the end.
You've got a single out now, All I Have Become. It is going to be on the forthcoming album, Us Reborn. What is the story behind this song?
Yeah, well, the song All I Have Become, this is a very intimate song. It talks about struggles inside of relationships, like can be like love, can also be friendship, can be every kind of interhuman relationship, and the feeling that there are misunderstandings, that you give more than you get, that you feel like you think you have to change something about your personality to get more love or to be liked, and to be recognized. And so there is a lot of this like struggles and anxiety about all of that inside of the song, but also for me it was also like in the chorus when I sing "Don't Let Me Fade Away." It is about waking up and realizing that people have to like you like who you really are. Don't change for others. Don't fade away. Be yourself. So that's the story inside of the song.
So the album is coming up, Us Reborn, but in the meantime, you're going to be releasing a bunch of singles this year. What are the plans for touring this year?
We already have plans. We probably are going to play again, like last year, more festivals all over Germany. And the final release plan is going to be released soon. We're still working on finalizing all the dates with the yeah, with the festivals, to have a proper schedule. This is also always a lot of work to schedule everything. And yeah, but we will announce something soon.
All right, so follow them on social for that. And Sylvia, for listeners and viewers here discovering you for the very first time, what song, maybe two songs, should they start with and why to discover Alveole?
To discover alveole. Yeah, well, a little bit depends on the taste. For me, most important are all the songs we started from December 22 on, because I always call that the like new cycle of songs that
Mm.
we released. I think this is pretty much showcasing the sound that we are also right now working on, but that represents us the best way. I would recommend to start with the song "Separated Me." It was the first one of these new songs that we released. It has a very energetic sound, and I think it is a it mirrors Alveole very good because it brings together a little bit electronic elements, very harsh screams, and a little bit melody and a little bit melancholy. Um, so I think it's a good way to start with that. And well, I like all the songs of the new era, but another song that I think that stands out is the song "Life Sucker." I think it's our best song so far, like
Yeah.
songwriting wise. Yeah.
Well, make sure you check out Alveole's singles and latest singles like All I Have Become. It's out now. More singles to come. The forthcoming album, it's called Us Reborn. And make sure you follow them on social for updates on that and also on upcoming tour dates as well this year. Sylvia from Alveole, thank you so much for joining me here on the Metal Queens podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
It was great to have you, and thank you for watching and for listening. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, write a review. I'm Steve Richards. I will talk to you again next time.